Good morning, guys. It's just another day at home. I'm not really doing anything too crazy today. Good thing is that they finished the construction outside, so I was waiting for that to get done because it was like so loud in here during the day. But yeah, they're done with that. So I think I can finally film some videos that I had planned. Like, I wanted to do this thrift haul. I've been putting it off for a while just because it's gonna take me like 2-3 days to film. Actually, maybe I should shut the door to this room because I don't want the neighbors to hear me talking to you. Okay. Not that anyone would care that I'm talking to someone. They don't know I'm talking to you. But I'm like weird about people hearing me talk. I don't want them to hear me like, yeah. Aika's looking at me right now like, who are you talking to? I've been reading a lot, so I wanted to give you a book update. I finished The Talented Mr. Ripley. The film is really good, so I wanted to read the book. I actually like the book more than the movie. I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but the book is written from the perspective of Thomas Ripley. So the entire book, you're inside his head. I really liked the movie, but it wasn't as creepy as actually being inside this dude's head the whole time. This was written in 1955, if I remember correctly. It reads like a modern thriller. I would not be able to tell that this book was that old. I could not put this book down. It was so good. And I bought this on Vinted. But yeah, I'll definitely read this again. And if you haven't seen the film, to me, it doesn't really matter if you watch the film first and then read the book, because I don't believe that it's always the case that the book is better than the movie. I've definitely seen several films where I thought they were better than the book, but I think they complemented each other too, because the film kind of took it in a slightly different direction and they created some characters to fill in gaps. I just felt that was necessary because, like, in a book like this where it's written entirely from the one person's perspective, some of those things aren't going to translate into a film because the majority of the book is him thinking about stuff, so you can't really like put that into a film. But yeah, Patricia Highsmith, she also wrote like so many other books too. One of them was Carol, which I watched that film fairly recently and I really liked it, especially the score. If you like Philip Glass, you will love the score to that film. I can't remember who did it. I just like comparing films to books. That's like my favorite type of book to read, is one that has been turned into a film. So right now I am reading Atonement. Also saw that film, really liked it. So far the book is good. I'm not that far into it. One thing that is tricky for me when I'm reading books, if there are a lot of characters, I get confused who is who, especially if it's a book where it's a large family and there's like cousins, aunts and uncles, stuff like that. But I just Google like a character list and then I can be reminded like, this is so-and-so's cousin, this is an uncle, whatever. When I'm watching a film though, it's easier for me to keep that organized, especially if you watch it with subtitles, because then it just tells you the names of the characters. So I do get a little confused if there's lots of characters going on. So if you're looking for some good books to read and some good movies to watch, I would check these out. I can never log into my own computer. That's a sign that the password is like really good if even I can't use it. I'm selling some stuff on Vinted. Last week, I actually sold 5 of my items to one person. That was really cool. So I added a few more things. I can post a link to my Vinted like storefront in the video description if you're interested in buying some of my clothing, and I have like a backpack on there and a jacket. Yeah, maybe let's give these some love and attention. Okay. I don't want to change the lens on this thing, so I'm like, yeah, I have to move far away. Let me move it. Yeah, so this one just has like one main stem going up. I think I'm just going to cut it down. Oh, you can't really see what's going on. All right, I guess I will change the lens. One moment. There we go, it's much better. And then that should encourage it to grow in like a bushier pattern, like this one. I really don't like pruning plants because I just feel bad like cutting so much off of them, but you have to do it, I guess. Ah, sorry plant. Some of these stems are just like, they're just so hard, you know? Do I want to cut this one off? Maybe. Oh, here goes. Whoa, that was a huge piece. Oops. Where did it go? I don't want Ika to be eating any of this. When we moved here, these were just in the windowsill and I think they were getting way too much sunlight. So I've been keeping them out of direct sun. They seem to be doing better. I just put them here by this umbrella plant, which this I think should be pruned too. I know they're supposed to have these like white spots now that I've Googled it. So I might cut like these pieces that are hanging down. Also really dusty. Some of you suggested that I give the plants a shower to dust them off, but our shower is broken in a way where it only gives hot water. So for me, that's not a problem because I like boiling hot showers, but I am gonna prune this. So let me just see if there's like a right way to prune it. I don't really know. Schefflera, is that how you say it? Schefflera. I'm not gonna take off too much, obviously, but just the leaves that look like there's a problem, I'm taking them off. Can someone tell me why the leaves curl? Is that a problem? Or they curl like the other way? I only took this much off. It's so cool that there were plants in here already, so I don't have to go out and buy any plants. And then when we move again, we won't be taking these with us, obviously. So that's kind of cool. Plants aren't very travel friendly. And that's another reason why, like at the tiny house, I didn't want to like get so many plants, because if we want to travel out from there, then who's going to be taking care of them? And then once we fix the shower, then I can give it like a proper bath. I just don't want to like drown it in hot water, you know? Cool. So I guess I'm just going to leave it like that, but at least now there's room for these plants underneath, so everyone can fit up here. We haven't really been following this too strictly since we moved into the flat, but at the tiny house, we would stop using our phones and computers at like 10 o'clock at night. So then after that, I would just read in bed. It's like easier to fall asleep if you're not looking at your phone right before you go to bed. After this one, I'm going to read, what is that one? American Psycho. Yeah, I really like that movie too. Yeah, can't wait to read this. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. The guy we're renting the flat from, he has a bunch of books here. He actually has the same book, but the Polish version. So if I really wanted to, I could read the English version and then read the Polish version. I feel like it would be easier for me to translate a book in Polish if I already know the plot, like what's going on in the book. Why are my allergies acting up? Maybe just because it's dusty in here? I don't know. But anyways, that's enough about books. Oh, the weather actually looks really good today. So we're gonna go out for our afternoon walk. And then I guess when you get back, I'll have some breakfast or something. What do you say, pig? Aww.
Self-confident girl, guess you really need to be with her. She's so clever and so strong. Will you really need to? Will you really need to meet her? All men
Good job, Pig. Good job, Pig. It's time for some breakfast lunch. What's happening? Yeah, I'm actually having trouble filming today. Some days I just don't feel like talking. I'd rather just like live in silence that day. So I might try to do some vlogs where like I don't say anything. It's kind of like when I'm talking on the phone to like a friend or my sister, usually at the end of the convo, I am like tired just from the talking. And it's like, obviously I enjoy chatting to them, but it's just like the act of talking wears me out. So sometimes when I'm filming, it's like if I've been talking a lot, that also tires me out. So it would be like if you were to hang out with a friend, like you went to a cafe and you were talking for like several hours or whatever. That is a lot of energy to put into a convo. It's just different if you're talking out loud for a while versus just like being alone. Because I'm still thinking stuff, I'm just not like talking. That's something I think about, where it could be kind of cool to do some videos where there's no talking or like minimal talking. And it might just be because I'm used to being by myself now, where all day long it's just me and Aika. I don't talk to anyone during the day besides you, obviously. And I'm not saying that I don't enjoy talking to you. It's just that on some days I prefer to just be silent. Even when I'm walking around, it's nice to just like walk with Aika where I'm not talking to anyone versus like walking with other people and being chatty. I just feel like I notice more things when I'm quiet. It's just a calmer day when I'm here by myself. And often I won't even listen to music. Like sometimes I will put music on if I'm like prepping dinner, but usually I just have it totally quiet in here. Just very relaxing to me.
Saw you down the motorway. There was something about you that day. I can still hear the shimmering sound. The hill is near, let's get right up. Walk up to the very top. We couldn't tell the sky from the ground. I know my life will never be the same after that day. Fingers and you stay. I don't ever wanna be alone again. In spite of all, you're my best friend.